Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Happy New Year. I'm down at Cranmer Square again today, celebrating in the new air, in the new year. Everyone's down here again at Cranmer Square in Christchurch. We're celebrating the new year, now freedom that we've got at the moment as well. All the Freedom and Rights Coalition people have gathered today. As you can see, it's just a little bit of a gathering today, getting ready for what's in store for 2022. It's going to be an interesting year ahead. Next
lulled into a false sense of security. And I think that's what's happening. What's happening across the nation is everybody thinks because it's Christmas, because it's summer, that we can relax. Well, guess what? Behind the scenes, they're not relaxing. In fact, they're upping the game, or they're upping the war against us. So, really, today was about giving us, and hopefully you'll spread it around, direction going forward. Because the next 2 months, 3 months max, is vital. And what I mean by that is that if we don't change things, if we don't turn things around, and we plan on doing that, is that this country will become a dictatorship, it will become a Nazi type country, and our kids will be taken from us. I said in Wellington that I draw the line at the kids. I stood up there, and that was one of my main points, is that you don't touch our kids. I couldn't think of anything more cruel than what this government is doing, than what they're going to try and do to our kids. And I don't want to get to the place, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. I don't want to get to the place where I have to physically stand up and fight for our kids. But I'll tell you what, I will. Awesome, mate. So moving forward, next Saturday, the 8th, we are having a mass gathering, stand, protest. We are going to meet at Hagley Park on the corner of Deans and Rickerton Ave. We're going to meet there at 11 o'clock. We're going to have a few keynote speakers, and then we're going to march down Rickerton Road. We're going to do the same route we did. We're not, I repeat, we're not going through the mall. Too many of you were a bit spooked the last time. But that's okay. The main thing is we get mass numbers there. Don't worry about how many is here today or not. It's all good, right? It's next week that counts. So we got all the organisers, all the leaders coming around from the country, from the North Island, from the South Island. They're all coming here next Saturday to have a mass march. So we're going to do our 2 islands. Next Saturday, the 8th, it's going to be the South Island. Then the following week on the 15th, it's going to be the North Island. Now I know most of you won't be able to get to the North Island. That's okay. If you can, all good. If you can't, all good. But the main one for us is South Island, because we want our island to be a free land. So like I said, so we got Brian Tamaki and his wife Hannah Tamaki coming down next week. So they'll be flying here. They're working. Yeah, it's worth a clap because he's been the leader, the spearhead. So they're working hard out behind the scenes with his lawyer, and so we're going to get them here. I was talking to him on the phone the other day. Going to get them here. Obviously, he's going to be the key speaker with myself and a couple of others. The young girl that spoke in Wellington about her partner dying basically from the jab. She's going to be speaking also next Saturday. So there's going to be a few keynote speakers, and it's going to be a massive day. So the reason we're not coming here, like I said, is because here is too small. Here is too small. And we want to go up Rickerton Road. So I think here you can cram in pretty much and standing next to each other right down the end of the park. Maybe 20,000, maybe. Next week we're going to double or triple that. So just practically get there early because of the parking around Hagley Park on the corner of Deans and Rickerton Ave. So get there early. Guys, if you want to get there earlier, you can help these guys set up, because it's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of mahi, a lot goes in behind the scenes to organise mass marches. So I can't wait. I'm chomping at the bit. I can't wait for next Saturday. My wife and I, like everybody else, we had plans. We want to do this. We want to go here, there. Man, I'd love to go for a holiday. But again, I say, I ain't gonna leave my post. Because our children are depending on us. Our country is depending on us. There's a lot of people who are going to be on board with us next week and up in Auckland. There's a lot of people who have got 1 jab, 2 jab, booster for roosters. They've had enough. So they're going to be joining us. So be of good cheer. Take heart. Stop listening to 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock lies. Stop passing around lies. No, you don't. Stop passing around info that's pulling down and giving a bad report. Honestly, I said to myself last night, crossing over from 2021 to 2022, I'm not going to listen to bad reports anymore. And that's from the so-called people who are awake. We share too much negativity. I understand being in the know and having to know stuff, but oh my gosh, sometimes there's more negativity coming from the other side as opposed to Jacinda's side. She's laughing. She's just letting us pass around our negativity and our, if you take the jab, you'll grow an extra leg and an extra head and an extra ear. If you take the jab, you'll be dead within 2 days, 3 days, 3 months, all the rest of it. You know what? Enough. This, for me, I've said to myself, I know enough to know what's going down. So all you're going to hear from me is victorious speech, not loser speech. So if you ask me what's going to happen, we're going to win this war within the next 2-3 months. I would rather go into the ring thinking I'm going to win than lay down and get a payout. You guys are awesome. I have loved this journey. I have loved being a part of history. We're on the right side of history. I'll say it again. I've said to my wife, but I'll say it again. A year ago, if you had said we'd been doing this, I would have looked at you like you were nuts. But yet here we are. Can I say this? It's not my fault I'm standing here. I didn't choose me. I didn't try and make my way to the front, try and jostle and be the big freedom rights leader. I didn't ask for the mic. I didn't get on social media, Zoom, get on Facebook and start promoting myself and running others down to be the voice in Christchurch. So I humbly say, here I am. And it's a hard thing to say the next thing I want to say. You just got to trust me. I'm an average. And what I mean by that, if you give me 100 ideas, I will respectfully say, good luck to you. Let me how that goes for you. Because we got the waka, we got the vehicle. We're making an impact and a change through the Freedom and Rights Coalition. I appreciate every other freedom fighter and freedom group coming on board because we all need each other. But somebody has to be the big vehicle. Somebody has to be the leader. Somebody has to do the organising. Somebody has to pay the price. Somebody has to make the commitment and the sacrifice and go through the pain. I'd rather be on holiday with my wife. But yet here I stand. I'd rather be away with my grandkids. But yet here I stand. And you hear what I'm saying? But sacrifice, commitment, your there-ness matters. You, me, each and every one of us actually being there matters. So today, I'm a new man. The Derek you saw in 2021 is no more. I said to a guy on Facebook today, he private messaged me, said he was coming today, said he was going to ride with me today. Then he messaged me today and said, sorry, I can't come. So the new me said, I'm not surprised. You have never kept your word. The 2021 me would have said, all good, bro. Much love, bro. Hope you can make it next time, bro. But the new me said, you don't keep your word, brother. And my advice to you in 2022 is be a man of your word. Why do I say that? Because from the very start, when we first started over here, and I think we had 1,500 people, might have been a crowd this size, and then we started to grow, we started to build, we started to get momentum. You know why? One of the main reasons why is because I kept my word. So if every person, if we go from October the 2nd, our first one, to today, if every person that's been on our peaceful marches, peaceful stands, our peaceful protests would be there next Saturday tell you now, we're going to have tens of thousands. We're going to have tens of thousands. People have said to me further south in Queenstown, in Invercargill, oh, it's a bit far. How far is it to go for your kids? How far is it to go for the future of our country, of our nation? What price are you willing to pay? I bet you if I said I got $1,000 for you, they'd come. I bet you if I offered them some free KFC, they'd probably come. You hear what I'm saying? I'm pushing with urgency and saying to people in the South Island, you've got to get here. Having our little stands and little marches in our cities and in our towns is not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. There's power in numbers. Numbers matters. Your there-ness makes all the difference. I guess and I'm done, we can go back to having a picnic. It's so awesome to see you guys. I couldn't think of a better way to start my year. I guess for me personally, and please don't take this wrong, I really think and believe I make a difference. Now I want you to believe that. I want you to believe that your presence makes all the difference. That you being here and being there next Saturday makes all the difference. Everything is depending on you and I. Our presence, our unity, our hearts, our thinking, we're all on the same page. What we don't need in the next few weeks, few months, is all our little fires here, there, and everywhere. What we don't need is things like, we should maybe stand outside someone's house. I actually draw the line there. Because if someone stood outside my house, tell you what, that's a declaration of war. Gangs do that. They go and visit each other's house with a car full of fellas in their car. So people have said to me, and they keep saying to me, marches don't work, protests don't work, stands don't work. The new me in 2022, the reply I'll give back is, what are you doing? That's the new me. So in a way, the new me is not going to suffer fools. Sorry. When you're in war, you actually listen to commands. Is that right? Is that how it goes in war? You're in a war. If the sergeant says to me to charge, I charge. I don't go have a meeting with 3 or 4 others and say, oh, what do you think? No, I charge. So that's the new me. You're the first to see the new me. So Saturday the 8th, 11 o'clock at Hagley Park on the corner of Deans and Rickerton by the main lights. That's where we'll be meeting. And again, speeches, marching down Rickerton Road. And then we're going to come back and just have a family fun day. We're going to try and have bouncy castles and all sorts of stuff. You know what? Because I like to make the kids feel they're a part of this. It's very important. I look around at these kids playing and I think to myself, man, I would have loved to have grown up being a part of something like this. But at the same time, and I'm done, at the same time, I said to my little grandson, he doesn't understand, he's only 10 months. I said to him, boy, if you're having to fight this fight, your koro has failed. Then I said to him, I'm not going to fail. Awesome, thank you guys.